Well, I've been waiting a while for this. Kind of excited. I do have Roku TVs throughout my house, but they've upped their game. They've now built Roku TV into a soundbar and a portable soundbar. So that's kind of exciting because it'll fit on any TV. So let's see what's in the package. Got my handy dandy knife here, so I'll try not to cut myself. This is going to be a half-hour video because I can't seem to open this. I think I butchered it a bit, but okay, that's fine. We're gonna. Oh, look at that, huh? I think I got some instructions there. It seems to be nicely packed, and here is the stream bar itself. So if you've ever seen a typical soundbar, you know that they're traditionally a lot longer than this. So I'm kind of excited because, yeah, I mean, the audiophiles probably would like a larger soundbar with more speakers in it. But, you know, for a lot of condos and, you know, your bedroom TV, do you need that? Probably not. Presto Kazinga. So this is it. It's got a nice hefty feel to it. On the back, it does have the two mounting holes here, so you can get a bracket to permanently affix it to your TV, bottom or top. And you can also see the ports here. So obviously power port. It's got an optical port as well, and HDMI, of course, because that's what you're going to use to connect the video source, USB, and a reset button. Okay, let's see what else is in the box here. I'm going to take this out. Put it in my pile of garbage. And inside, have a look. See, I like that. Everything is included. So you've got the power supply. This is what you're going to use to plug into a power source to power this up. I guess that's kind of one of the downside. You know, with a lot of these little smart TV sticks and little smart TV boxes, a lot of times you could just use one of the USB ports on the back of your TV to power it. Now you need actual, like a full outlet to power this little puppy up. It does come with a remote control and, thank God, the batteries as well. This doesn't have the audio jack on it, but you can listen to Roku TV through the Roku app so that you don't disturb other people. But again, something I noticed here in Canada, they've got Netflix, they've got Disney Plus, the Roku channel, of course, and Global TV. Smart on Global's part. So we got that. Got the HDMI cable. So that's going to plug into the back of your TV and into the Roku Stream Bar, and that will carry the audio and video. They do say that if you do have an existing Roku TV, that you can basically still use this and use the smart TV that's already built into your TV and just use this as a soundbar. I don't know why you do that. I think I'll just use the smart TV on this here, so it's just kind of one seamless thing. And finally, an optical cord. So if you don't want to get the audio through your HDMI, I don't know why you wouldn't, you do have the option of using the optical cord. I do know, because I've set one of these up already, it's kind of weird because it asks if you want to set it up wirelessly or wired. I don't know how that happens because on the back here, there's no Ethernet ports. I'm imagining there must be some sort of way to get an Ethernet adapter into the USB, one of those little dongles. Maybe they sell one as an accessory eventually, or we'll have to try and see if one of the ones out in the market, third-party ones, will work on that. But there you have it. You can see how small this thing is. I mean, it is solid. So I'm excited to try this out on my TV. I love that it's small and it does have Smart TV built into it. So I think that's going to be great for a lot of bedrooms, condos, and, you know, for like my parents, for example. They don't need a giant soundbar on their TV. They just need something that gives them a bit extra volume and better sound quality. Well, I got the Roku Stream Bar hooked up to my TV. I'm going to get a mount for it so I don't see the wires. I'm going to mount it right underneath the TV so that it looks a little bit cleaner. But essentially, yeah, just a power cord that's going into a power outlet in the back of the TV and the HDMI cord. For this, I already had a Roku TV. So this is one from Insignia. It had Roku built into it, but I'm bypassing that now and just going straight to the Stream Bar so that I still get the Roku interface and I also get the sound. So a few things I noticed that obviously are a little different. Go down to settings here and down to the audio. And here there's a few different things that you can actually set. So menu volume, it's kind of self-explanatory, like how high the volume is when I'm going through the menu system. Sound mode here, I can actually turn things like the bass off, give it a bass boost, reduce bass. I found though on the normal mode, when I was listening to stuff, there wasn't much of a bass. So if you do want that extra bass, try the bass boost, see if that makes a difference for you. But as you can see, I mean, this isn't like a full length soundbar with a subwoofer and all that. This is 189 bucks. It's a smart TV and a soundbar all built into one. And for that, I think it does it pretty well. Okay, so let's go down some more here. And this is interesting, the volume mode. So here, I can actually go in and level out the audio. You know how sometimes you're watching a movie or TV show and commercials. You come out of a TV show into the commercials and the volume goes straight up. This will actually level it all out so you don't have that problem anymore. This is another great one here, speech clarity. I'm getting a little bit older now, and so sometimes when I'm watching the action movies with the car chases and the robots and the explosions, I can't hear what anyone's saying. So this actually has a feature called speech clarity. You can, I think the standard mode is off, but you can go in here and you've got low and high. So what it does is it actually tries to level up the speech audio so that you can actually hear what people are saying in the TV show or movie that you're watching. So that's kind of a big feature for me. Obviously I do like the size of this, and this is going to look really nice once I have it mounted up underneath the TV here. And I love the fact that because of the size, it'll work on any TV, whether that's a large TV or if you've got a smaller TV in the bedroom, this is perfect for it as well. So from my experience, hooked up pretty simple, and it's got the nice simple remote. Great addition to any television to make it smart and get good sound.